What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
And we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell.
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
So here are some things that you should know if you're going to Norway or if you're just interested in knowing about Norwegian people and culture. The first thing is a very important rule in Norway. If you're going on a bus and you are going to choose a seat to sit on, if you're by yourself, the number one rule is to do not sit beside somebody who's already sitting on the bus. Then you will be considered a creep, or like people will think that something is wrong with you. On the bus here there are like 2 and 2 seats besides each other, so the only time you can go and sit beside a stranger is if there aren't any pairs of seats available. So never sit beside anyone unless you can sit alone.
That's kind of the same rule we had coming up when riding the bus, though.
Yeah.
Like going to school. Especially if you was that last child they picked up and the bus was already packed. Oh.
Yeah, you just gotta sit where you fit in.
Man, hope that, yeah, let's just hope that seat is available. Because some people just didn't want to let you sit down. Like, yeah.
People want to sit by themselves.
I feel that. Yeah, see, if I would have got on the bus with you, you'd have let me sit
no, baby,
outside
come sit down right here.
We were kids. We were kids.
Dion, we met when I was 14.
Well, I'm thinking.
Come sit right here.
I'm thinking about I'm talking about like when the book sack was bigger than your body.
Oh, you talking about like children
getting on the bus. I was that small getting on the bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some conversations for you, though.
You probably would have had some big ears or something.
No, my head was bigger than my body.
Yeah. He wasn't my type back.
Yeah, I ain't have hair like. Let's not talk about me. Let's not talk about me. Let's not.
Will be considered a creep, or like something is wrong with you, and people will kind of find it really awkward if you're sitting beside them. That also applies to if you're sitting on a bench outside. A lot of you have probably seen this picture. It's been going around the internet, and that is actually true. When you're sitting on a bench or just standing outside, you shouldn't be too close to other people. Then people will be like, why are you sitting so close to me? What's your problem? Are you trying to do something? You will just be considered weird if you do that. So it is important to let people have their personal space. Even though Norwegian people are really trusting, they really trust each other, but when it comes to personal space, it is important that you respect that. And the other thing is the obsession about talking about weather. The weather here is really, really changing, at least where I live, Trondheim. And one day it can snow, then it's hot, then it's cold, then it's wind, then it's rain, you know, everything in between.
I can cross that off my to-do list. Talk to a Norwegian about weather. Okay, we ain't gonna do that then.
See, we've always heard the saying, how's the weather?
Facts.
You know?
Yeah.
But we didn't really talk about weather.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a base conversation that enters in the conversation of the conversation that's already being had. Like, that's just norm. Like, it's not nothing too crazy.
Okay, I wonder if that's where the saying come from.
Yeah, maybe.
Norwegians.
So, and the first time you meet a person, instead of saying like, hi, how are you? You will say, hi, the weather is nice today. Or, oh, the weather is so bad today. That is just a way to make small talk. People do care about the weather, of course, but not as much as it seems. It's just a way of talking to people and, just saying hi, sort of.
Breaking
the
ice.
Same with Americans or English people say, how are you? And about how are you, if you say that to a Norwegian, he will take it like you're meaning it literally. So he or she might start telling you about how they really are, how they feel, how their day is. You know, they don't recognize that this is just a way of saying hello in a polite way. So if you want to start a conversation with a Norwegian, like not in a public place, because that's just weird, but if you want to get to know somebody, like if you're going to a class or something like that, you can just state something about the weather, and then you have started your conversation. We're going back to the bus. If you see somebody on the bus that you're not sure if you know them too well, it is really common to just ignore them. The one who's ignoring the other and the person who is being ignored, both people are aware of this. But it's just a way to avoid awkward conversations for many people. Of course, many people don't do this, but it's just a really common thing to do because yeah, you don't talk to people that you don't really know that much, and a lot of people just really like to be alone when you're on the bus listening to music. So if you see a person that you kind of know and you see that the person is trying to avoid your eye contact or just looking down, do not sit beside that person, because that person probably sees you but doesn't want to talk to you. It's not to be rude, but it's just like you want to be alone. And something that is a type of tobacco that's really popular in Norway, is really rare to smoke these days. Every time I see a person smoke, I really notice it, because there's so few people that smoke, at least young people.
Okay.
Instead, they use something called snus. It looks like this, and it just looks really gross. It looks like you have poop under your lip. And
dip. Basically.
I remember someone in my childhood used to do that. I used to hate it. Every time you look around, it's just there.
Yeah. Well, the guy I knew, he always had like a bottle with him.
Yeah, it was a bottle in an ashtray and a napkin and.
Yeah. I never tried that. I've been offered, but I'm just like, nah, I'm not.
I've never been a.
Nah, we know you not. Don't even gotta mention it. You don't even gotta mention it. So sorry. See that?
I like the way my lungs look, although I can't see them.
I feel you. They feel good though.
I can feel them.
There you go.
Kind of tobacco, and it is illegal in all of Europe except Norway and Sweden. Here it is legal, and people have sort of feel like snus isn't as unhealthy as tobacco, or like smoking, so they are doing that instead. Before it was like only boys who did it, but now it's girls too. It is really common, and people aren't really, they're aware of the health risks, but they're really not, people don't really care about it.
Underneath.
So I think that's going to be a problem in the future, because a lot of people are doing that. So if you see a Norwegian with a kind of a weird bump under his or her lip, it is probably snus. If you're going on a date with a girl or a boy, no matter what sex you are, it is not common for the boy to pay for the food or for the movie or whatever. That can actually be considered as an insult. Of course, if my boyfriend had offered to pay for everything for me now after 2 to 3 years, I would be really happy. That's just because I'm greedy. I want to have as much money as I can. But also now I don't want anybody to pay for me. I want to be responsible for paying my own things, and I feel like it is an insult to pay for other people and sugar daddies and stuff. That is not a thing here. You would be really looked down upon if you were a gold digger or looking for a sugar daddy or something like that. That is not normal. And
not normal.
Yeah, girls really want to be independent, and they want to pay for themselves, and they want to have equal rights with the boys. If a girl wants to pay for the...
My only question is, when does the spoiling comes in? Because I know girls like to be spoiled, you know what I'm saying? And romanticized and all this stuff. So when does that part come in? Like, do you have to officially be with the person? Or does that also happen during the dating stages?
She said now that she's been with her boyfriend for 2-3 years, she would love that, but she also loved to be independent. Now, I have always been an independent person, but baby, spoil me, please.
Yeah.
I won't be independent no more.
Oh, you already know it. I mean, hey, it's just that's what I do. I don't speak for everybody, but me, I love to spoil mine. So.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You do a good job, husband.
Heard that.
Boy, it's the same. You can pay to be nice, but it goes both ways. The girl can pay for the boy and the boy can pay for the girl. It doesn't matter. Another thing, if you have been to Norway and you are driving your car then you suddenly can come by loose sheep or cows. And Norwegians or the farmers here, they just a lot of them just let them loose and let the sheep and cows go everywhere they want. And yeah, of course, some sheep gets eaten by like bears or killed or whatever. Nobody is watching these sheep. They let them out in the summer or spring, I think, and then they go and collect them in before the winter. And of course, a lot of the sheep they're dead because they've had incidents, you know. But then the state will pay for those dead sheep. Be surprised if you see a loose sheep.
I told y'all rich. Y'all don't care. What was that other video?
I'm not sure which one was it.
Sweden Gate. That was Sweden. Wrong one. Anyway.
Yeah.
But y'all rich.
No, you're right though, because they got the luxury to let their sheep run wild. Well, not wild, but free. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happened to them, you just report it and you get compensated for it.
Replace it. They'll get it replaced. Yeah.
Wow. No worries at all.
No worries. Nobody worried.
Nobody worried.
Or like even if they're laying all across the road, that's pretty normal actually. And also, as I said before, Norwegians are extremely trusting people. Our society is built upon trust, and I've heard that there was some sort of survey, some scientific survey, where some scientists were trying to find out where people trusted each other the most, and Norway was the country where people have the most trust for each other.
Okay. So y'all trusting people y'all just don't want to be bothered with.
Right.
That sound about what was
I trust you over there. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, don't even sit by me. Especially this got 54 seats around here. You better go pick one and trust you get what you got to get.
Right.
I say bye on my way out.
I may not even do that.
May not even.
It's true. Certain cottages you can lend for free. You can get just get the key, and they just trust that you deliver the key back.
Right.
You don't have to pay for anything. When it comes to food, a lot of the food that we eat the most, people from outside world, from other countries, will be surprised what we consider like our national courses, sort of. In Norway, it is almost like taco is our national dish. Most people actually eat tacos on Friday. We call Friday Taco Friday. It isn't the same tacos that they have in Mexico. It is a Norwegianized version of tacos, but that's really common for people to eat on Fridays. Like, if you walk outside on a Friday, you will smell the smell of the taco spices from people eating tacos. I can guarantee you that if you're walking past a lot of houses, because that's just really normal. So yeah. One of the most eaten dishes is tacos, and at like offices and working cantinas, stuff like that, they are serving tacos on Fridays. And the last thing is also something about the weather. In Norway, especially where I live, and like the western part of Norway and further north, it isn't sun that much. We have darkness pretty much all winter, and maybe in spring it gets lighter, and of course in the summer it's light all day and all night. But in the spring or in the summer, if it's sunny, people go mad. Even if it's really cold outside, people have to go outside when it's sunny. You can see the difference between a sunny and a more like clouded day. It's like 10 times as much people outside. If it's sunny, people go and have a barbecue, they will eat ice cream, maybe take a bath, they will go sunbathing, no matter how warm it is outside. They will wear shorts, they will just go mad and do all the sunny activities even though it's not warm. But yeah, that was all the things that I had to say for the video.
So it's a party when the sun come out. Hands down, like y'all can't resist.
Right.
It gotta happen.
And hearing her describe this, it makes me feel like we take our sun for granted.
Oh, my mom.
Because we don't deal with nothing like that at all.
No, we don't.
At all. We can stay inside.
Yeah.
If we want. I don't mean to throw it in your face. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, but we can stay inside.
I get what you're saying.
Miss anything.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, our weather do go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on where you at, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, we get a lot of dry times. We got a lot of no cloud days. And we got a lot of rainy days. And then we got the seasons that change with it. So, but we don't deal with the
sun
disappearing for a few
Right. The only thing would be, like, daylight saving time. When, you know, the hours get cut back. That's the only thing we don't like.
We don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. We're about to go into it.
So, one day, the sun may come out earlier than it need to. And then one day it's going to go away earlier than it need to. And we sitting here like...
For a couple months.
It's only 4 o'clock. Why is it dark outside?
Right.
You know? So
get ready for it. It's about to happen.
Right.
All right, y'all. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request forms in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.